Hi guys! So today I decided to take you guys through Cult of the Lamb, and I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to defeat Leshy. Leshy is the first big boss that you come across, and he's by far the easiest to defeat. I, at this point, have pretty much beat the Cult of the Lamb game. I've defeated all of the heretics, and I've freed them, as well as defeated the one who waits. I still have more base game to cover as far as unlocking god tiers and unlocking lore. But besides that, I pretty much beat the game, beat the bosses at least. So I wanted to take you guys through because the other night when I was on stream, I actually decided that I wanted to start a new cult, kind of just as a challenge to myself to see how long certain things would take me, like defeating bosses and maybe go a different route with my cult. But I had completely forgotten how easy it was to defeat the heretics in the beginning of the game. So I wanted to take you guys through and show you guys how easy, at least to me it was, as someone who has played Cult of the Lamb for about a year now. We're just gonna jump right in it. And I'm just gonna go find Leshy. So the first, I guess you could say, crusade spot that opens up is Darkwood, which is where Leshy is located. And one thing about already defeated I've already defeated Leshy for the first time, and so once you do that, the enemies get a bit stronger, but honestly, it's nothing compared to like some of the games that make it just impossible to be able to crusade. But yeah, we're just gonna fight all of our enemies and get to Leshy, and I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to defeat him. We just have to go through a couple of rooms. One thing that I will say is, towards the end of the game, after you've defeated the one who waits and you have to go through and free the heretics, these rooms are so long. I'm thankful that at the beginning they've made them so short. And again, like, I guess once you've gone so far into the game, you kind of forget how easy stuff is, because it does get a little harder. But you forget how easy some of these things are and how short some of these things are. And I completely forgot, like, how short the crusades were because of how long they were when I was going through and freeing the heretics. And you have to do it just like you do at the beginning of the game, and you actually have to go through and fight all of them. You have to go through each room 4 times, and you have to fight their disciples, and then after the third time you finally get to fight the big bosses and free the heretics, and that's when, you know, you're able to free them. But it takes a lot of time actually because of how long the rooms are and how much you have to do. But I'm thankful that they are shorter, because I would not want to record all of this for you guys if they were not, because again, it does take time. We're gonna go here because I like to go to the question marks, especially since I beat the game. Not this game since it's a new cult, but my OG cult, since I beat it, I like to go to all of the ones that have question mark just in case I can catch any lore. In case you guys are not updated with the lore on Cult of the Lamb, basically all of the heretics are siblings, and the lamb was brought back to defeat. Ooh, travel. Where? The lamb was brought back to defeat them, obviously. We're going into Leshy's lair right now, but I just have to tell you guys this real quick. So the lamb was brought back to defeat the heretics because they chained up the one who waits. And yeah, so basically the lamb is going through, and after he defeats all of the heretics, he goes and fights the one who waits, even though that's the whole reason he has any of his power. But he goes and fights him, he defeats him, and then he has to go back through and defeat all of the heretics a second time in order to free them. So here we are in Leshy's little lair. And yeah. So what I like to do is I just go for it. Like I get really up close and personal. There we go. So, what I will say is again, towards the end, after you've already defeated them once, they get a little more difficult to take down, but still obviously not impossible. The weapon that I'm using is literally one of the weakest weapons. It's a dagger, and I was able to defeat him. But what I like to do is just stay on them the whole time, and I really go at it because you can get distracted easily by all of the other monsters that are coming and stuff. But honestly, the best thing to me, until you have disciples to go on crusades with you, is to just stay right on them and just attack, attack, attack over and over again. But yeah, that is defeating Leshy. Again, not very difficult to defeat. He's the first heretic that you come across, so he's obviously going to be the easiest. It gets a little difficult after you've done it once, and the monsters become stronger, but definitely not as hard as going on the Crusades after you've defeated the one who waits are. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to me. If there's any other content that you guys want to see me make or a game that you guys want me to play, please don't forget to comment them down below. And I will see you guys next time.